Well, this is another short video. I feel quite invigorated because I've been out in the garden working. And I've only been drinking juice today, which always fortifies me and just gives me a little bit of a lift, you know. It just takes me out of sometimes the humdrum world of making food. But more importantly, I think, it takes me into a very healthy zone where I'm drinking good juice, you know, with lots of greens and apples, and the juice I've got today is grapefruit and orange and apple and lime and lemon and then kale, and it just feels great. So now I want to show you, look, the grapes are ripening here in the veranda, and I'll show you around here where I've been working. So I've been doing a fair bit of cutting back and tidying up. This is a very important thing to do. Round about the second part of Lunasa, because Lunasa has 3 parts: August, September and then October. So it's getting on towards the second part. And the reason why it's important to do cutting back and tidying up at this time is that you're going to prepare habitat for all the insects and the small mammals and the birds, but especially all those little insects that really rely on habitat to overwinter. So this is what I've been doing. I've been seeking out a shady little part of the woodland as near to all this as possible, and you can see I'm making piles and piles of wood and leaves and brambles and bushes, and you can see here I've just been stacking it up, and that's last winter's underneath. So this is excellent, and then it also allows me to open up new little vistas. Like this is a little vista now down into the fairy wood. And see Jack there, look, peeping at me. He's been so good, he's just stayed with me the whole time. I love Jack for that, he's very loyal. And he's like a wise old man sometimes. Yeah. So I'll just take you up here where I've been chopping. And look, you can see again, I'm piling up all the stuff. And then also, you see, it means that during the winter, if I run short of kindling and I need to kind of get some kindling, I can just come through here and pick out little bits of wood, you know, thin little bits of wood that will act as good kindling. So I've been cutting all this back. Now it does look a little bit extreme at the moment because it takes a couple of days just to settle, but it's just letting a lot more light in. And here, so bits of the garden I don't need to touch at all, like in here, this is fine. Everything seems to be sharing the space really well. And of course here's the leaves from last year. Created this beautiful path. So I've also been filling up the bird feeders. I hear the little birds behind me saying, "Get out of the way. Let me at that feeder." And then as I've been working, I've been noticing lots and lots of fungi just coming up everywhere. Now I'm going to leave a fair few of the Buddleia seed heads on there because the little birds will eat them, but I have tied it up underneath here. And so the woodland garden makes its beautiful progression from summer into Lunasa, so from Bealtaine to Lunasa towards Samhain. And now you can see all the beautiful sedums really are opening up. So just in time as well, because as you can see the Buddleia flowers are just about to go over. So they're finishing. And it's important then for the butterflies to have what I call succession feeding. So they move from the Buddleia then onto the beautiful sedums. And sedums, of course, are perennial. You don't have to sow any of these. Once they're in the ground, they just spread. So what you can do then is just simply, through the late autumn and winter, and sometimes early spring, just go through and divide them up and spread them out a bit. So there's lots of colouring going on here with the ribes. I see here the bird feeders are full. So I got a lovely little message. I'm just going to read it. Look, here's Sammy Bear on the seat. Poor Sammy. But it takes a while to recover, I think. And he likes to be beside Jack and myself. So that's his little seat. So I'm just going to put this down for a moment. She says looking for a place to pop the camera. Oh. There we go. So I'll just find this little email that I want to read you. Okay. So this is someone who today has donated to Patreon. And I'd like to say hi. I'm not going to read out your name because I like to keep your privacy, but I'll read out this little email that I got, and you know who you are, and bless you. So, dear Colette, I have just signed up for your Patreon. I hope I can help even just a little each month towards your coffee, Jack's crackers, or Sammy Bear's biscuits. Your videos really do make the world of difference to me, and I wanted to thank you. I have a chronic pain condition, and the first hour of each morning whilst waiting for my medication to take effect has always been terrible. I would sit and sob in pain, barely able to cope. And then a few months ago I discovered your channel. Now each morning whilst waiting for the pain medication to work, I drink my tea and my spirit seems to fly off to your beautiful healing land. It is a safe haven for me at a very bleak and frightening time of the day. I pick videos at random to watch, and they comfort and inspire me. Thank you for providing this safe place for me to visit. From my spirit to yours, blessings and thanks. Well, bless you and thank you, because it's lovely to be appreciated. So this is my second little video of the day, and I'm going to have some tea shortly. I did actually make some tea, and I managed to drink I think about a cup and a half of it, but I'm going to make another pot of tea now and sit out here on the veranda on this most beautiful, beautiful autumn day. The air is very still and the birds are just quietly feeding. They're not making too much of a noise, and it's just been lovely working outdoors. And you can see from these two furry boys here that they feel much the same way. So blessings to you all, and I'll come back at you tomorrow with another little post from Bealtaine Cottage. I'm going to be working on the calendar this evening, and working on it tomorrow as well. I hope to get something to the printers by Monday. I've got a lot of photographs to choose from. So anyway, there we go. I'm drifting off here. Blessings to you all. Blessings.